Hello YouTube, this is Tammy Pie and I'm back with another video. A couple days ago, I hurt my hand. I went to the post office downtown here in Yakima where the concrete is super uneven, and I had like a box in my hand and my phone and my keys, and I was trying to lock my car with my key fob. And I turned around real fast and tripped up over the uneven concrete and fell really hard on my hand. And met up with the concrete and fell mostly on this hand, but I bent these fingers back. They're not as bad anymore. You can kind of see the bruising here, but all three of these fingers went backwards, and it hurt so bad. I felt like I was going to throw up for a solid 5 minutes. Luckily, there was somebody there to kind of help me up, and I got my act together. I went in, I mailed the box, but until today, I haven't been able to shuffle. I haven't been able to, hardly, I had to kind of use my cards by washing them or spreading them in a, what do you call that? Like a Penny Dreadful spread. Anyway, so I thought, well, I could still do a video. Especially now, my hands are actually a lot better. And what I've been meaning to do, I think in one video or another was kind of talking about it, was I have a lot of decks that are in bags. And there are a few that either I don't like the bag match exactly, so I kind of want to move them around, or they need bags. So I kind of need to look at what kind of bag I want to invest in. Especially since my birthday is coming up, I might or might not get a little birthday money or be able to ask someone special for, like a gift certificate to my favorite bag person. Now, I have to say that my preferred bags, my favorite bags, are made by Moonlit Fae. So what I would like to do is, make a good order and maybe order several bags at a time. I have other bags. I have my Kelly Bear double pouch. I have some Baba bags, and a few other bags that I've gotten either with decks or that people gave me or even that people made for me. I have a couple of bags that are real works of art. But on the whole, the ones that I really enjoy are Moonlit Fae's. So what I did was I took all my decks, mostly the ones that are in her pouch bags, which are the bags that are like this. And this is a medium-sized one. I have a mini and a small, I think, too. And I have a bunch of the wraparounds, which I don't know if she's making those anymore, but those are, I really love those. But these are the ones that by far I have the most of. And so what I did was I went through all my bagged decks, and the ones that I like the bags that they're in, I put them all back. So they're all back in boxes and rows and settled in. And then I separated either decks that need a bag that are right now in like the organza ones, and decks that are in bags that I don't love the bag match. Either it doesn't fit the bag or fit the deck very well, or it I don't know, for several reasons it's not quite the right bag. So I thought what I might do is kind of start looking at, well, what kind of bags do I need? Okay. Because this is kind of a branch of deck collecting. I've been watching some of the deck collection videos that Lisa Pappas has been doing. Of course, she never has a bag shortage because she has a bag maker right there in her house. And Marlena Teresa is also like, well, she got her some birthday money, so she's going to invest in some bags that way. And I am also a Gemini, and I'm hoping that this will work out for me too. So first, let's look at some of the decks that I picked out that are in bags that I'm not happy with. Okay, hang on just a second. Oops. Am I paused? Okay, hopefully I didn't jar this setup. This is a different setup that I'm used to. All right, so I took off my glasses because the light was shining in the glasses, which is obnoxious. Okay, maybe I can do it if I'm like this. All right. So the major ones that I started looking at were decks that are right now in these organza bags. Okay, and I feel like there was one other one that I was not happy with the bag it was in. Okay, well, oh, there is. Where is it? I'm not sure where it is. Huh, how odd. Okay, well, one of them is the Lydia. And I think the Lydia is just in an organza bag somewhere. I just don't know where it is. Right this very second. It's somewhere. Okay? But these organza bags, they're okay. They do the job kind of. But it's not really something you want to travel around with. Honestly, my Dame Darcy, which now sits in a mermaid sequined bag, which is perfect for her. I keep that organza bag in there with it because it's the original bag that it came in. This, I just put this in here because I hadn't found a bag for it yet. So we have the Outgrow Yourself Oracle, which is it's plants, and it's this beautiful kind of edgy cartoon pen and ink, right? And then on the back, it's got this yellow, black, and white. Now, a great bag match, in my opinion, for instance, this is a good one. I can always tell what this is. It's my Supernatural. And I like it for this deck because it's got kind of supernatural stuff that they might see on the road, right? And it's beautiful. But also for this particular deck, this bag fits in the guidebook, okay? Plus it's this kind of blue and white with this dark blue, almost black, which fits with the coloration of the deck. So always know what's in this bag. This one, for instance, now it's a Baba bag with the Fantastic Menagerie imagery on it. So of course I know what's in there. Okay? So sometimes things come with their bags. Sometimes they are matched perfectly with a bag. For instance, and I've seen someone else do this, my Shadowlands is in a yellow and black Gemini print from Moonlit Fae. Okay? So I also have this trimmed Nicoletta Ciccoli. One of the decks that I kind of would like to have a better bag for is the one that I put in the Chicory bag. But this bag is so big. The reason I have this deck in here, this is the wildwood and the little handmade greenwood. The reason I have them in there is because it's green, so I can kind of tell what it is. So this is not a terrible bag, but I would eventually like to find something that would work better for both these decks. Okay? So I'm not going to deal with that quite yet because I don't really have anything, I don't think, that will go in those bags. I have this Universal Mind Oracle, which I believe came originally when they were sold. I think she sold her decks on Etsy or somewhere. And she delivered them in these organza bags. But I would like to have a larger, in fact, maybe, you know what? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Akashic or Ashira tarot out. And in this Baba Kimono bag, I think I'm going to put the Universal Mind because I think it matches it better with the kind of rainbow in the triangle and this rainbow color here. So I think this will match this bag. And I'm going to leave it in the organza because it came in it inside the pouch. So I think I'll be able to look at the outside of this pouch and know that that's my Universal Mind. Okay? So already I've solved one problem, but now I have a homeless deck. And this deck, it just happens to not have a box at all. I forget if they come in like that white make playing board cards box or what. Okay, so another thing that happens is sometimes I'll put a deck in just a regular, like I don't even know where this came from. This might have been a deck bag or it might have been something that had something else in it. And I thought, well, this will fit. But this is actually a little small. And I don't know that this matches my the heck is this called? Mythic, my Mythic Tarot. I would like to have kind of an earthier look. Okay, wait. All right. Okay. So one of the bags that I wasn't satisfied with this is the Hush Tarot is in this. Now, would this be better for this deck? Mythic is a very earthy deck. I think that might work. So let's switch these out. This is the Hush. And we'll put Mythic in this Sagittarius one. And it fits very nicely in there. Kind of the red inside. And now I got a nice spot for my Mythic. Let's see if I'm happier with that match. If I think Mythic when I see it. Okay? All right. So, but now I got another homeless deck. And this actually would work better for a smaller deck. So I'm going to put this on the side here. So I have two homeless decks. Bummer. All right. This is actually a dice bag. And I thought I might put tiles in it when I got it. Oh, here's the Lydia. Right here. Okay, so the Lydia, again, is in this. And I think it came in a box. But the box is not great. And I believe the reason I used it is because this was green. But it's not, that's not working. That's not working for me. I don't think Ashira fits in it either. I'm putting this aside to see if there's something else I can do with that. All right. Another one that I don't love is my Tarot of the Magical Forest is in this tiny black one. I wonder if this would work better for Nicoletta. Is Nicoletta a little bit smaller? It is. All right. So let's make Tarot of the Magical Garden homeless. And we'll switch this Nicoletta into the little black bag. Although, I think what I would like is a small Moonlit Fae pouch for this. And probably the oh, well, this fits better though. Probably for the Tarot of the Magical Forest too. Let me just, hang on just a second. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm going to take my small pouch, which I have my Compendium of Constellations in. It's the great deck. Okay, and see if my Tarot of the Magical Forest, no forest, will fit in this small Moonlit Fae bag. And it does. It actually fits in really nicely. That's perfect. Okay, let me see. Although this is not the one for this deck. I actually like it, this bag for the compendium. Okay. And then the Nicoletta also fits kind of nicely in there, but really she fits pretty well in the black pouch. So maybe I'll put it in the black pouch, and maybe I'll figure out like some kind of embellishment for this pouch to remind me that it's Nicoletta. So we'll put that there. Hang on just a second. Okay, so now I know I could get a small pouch for Tarot of the Magical Forest, and it would work well. Okay, so I'm going to put my Compendium of Constellations back in there. Okay, so now I have, all right. Okay, another one that I don't love the bag match for, I have it in this, this shining material, which is great material. And I have it in there because these girls have big eyes and these girls have big eyes. And I keep it with a large, like little palm stone of amethyst. However, I would rather this deck be in a small pouch like that. And I think because Compendium is pretty much, I think Compendium is exactly the same size. I know that the Notorious JBG would fit in one of these small Moonlit Fae pouches. So I need 2 small Moonlit Faes. Okay. Do either one of these decks go in here? No, they don't. How about what's in here? Okay, so this doesn't match. This is the Anna K. And it was the mass market version, cardstock. I don't know what happened. Every once in a while, they just have really good, nice and soft feeling. But I have taken most of the border off, left the titles, and it doesn't 100% match, right? So I was thinking I kind of wanted a Moonlit Fae for that one, and that'll fit in a medium pouch. Okay, now I could put the Lydia in the eyeball one. I might do that for now anyway. Madame Lydia in the eyeball black velvet pouch. Okay, let's do that. Or, oh, I had no idea, you guys. Check this out. In these hands on the Outgrow Yourself is an eyeball. What? Okay. I think this is a good match. I was going to look for a Moonlit Fae bag for it, but I think this is it. This tells a story, doesn't it? That's how grow yourself. All right. So fix that. This is what we do when we don't have our complete use of our hands. Okay. So one of them that is in here is the Key Love. And Key Love might, well, I might could put her in here, at least for a while, right? Let's put Key Love in this one. Because Key Love is kind of big. It's bigger than your average tarot deck. And I don't know if it would fit in a medium pouch. Should we check? Let's check. Medium pouch. Yeah, I can tell you already it's not going to work. See? You can see even with a deck in there that this deck is too big for that. So I need a much bigger pouch. However, I'm thinking this is kind of a good match because of the blue and gold. And actually, I'm going to leave it in the, because I believe that deck came in the organza too. So this is going to be Key Love. And that's cool. Might work, might not. We'll see. Okay? We'll see if, because what you ideally want to do, and if you watch Lisa Pepez, ideally you want these pouches to say, this is what's in here, right? So Key Love is in there. All right. Maybe I could put Madame Wilhelmina in here. That's not really her. I mean, the blood inside and everything and the spooky shining is kind of her. But I want something more elegant for her. Okay? Let's see. What else do we have? What have we got? What have we got? Okay, another one that I would like to get a better pouch for is my Magic the Gathering tarot. And that one, she ought to have something black and blue, right? And she ought to have something kind of fantasy world, the kind of gamer fantastic. But she can live in this black organza for now. Okay? So I'd like to get a better bag for her. All right. So what I have here is I've got a Baba Victorian Romantic, which my Victorian Romantic came out of, but that sits in my Kelly Bear bag with the Bohemian Gothic because they go together. So what am I going to do with these bags? Okay. I think I am going to, for now, put the Notorious JBG in this little black organza until I get a better bag for her. And for her, I would like purple. I would like a purple bag for her, I think. Maybe something gold. I don't know. But something different. In the meantime, this little organza thing will work. Okay? Let's see. Will any of these work? You know what? I think a Shira can go in the Victorian Romantic bag. No, I don't love that one either. I don't love that one. Okay. So we have a couple of bags that are to the side, which is fine because there's always other decks that need to go in bags, right? I don't need to rush the process. Maybe, I wonder if Anna Kay could go in this because this is more like her. Ooh, she can. She can. And I can like do like a little sticker, a little painting on this or something. So I think I'm going to put Anna Kay in here and see if I can embellish it a little bit. Now, I also have another Hello Kitty that has, but I like the charms in that one. Okay. So these ones aren't going to hold anything for now. Another one I kind of want a bag for is the Persephone's Garden, but we can do that later. So I've got 2 small decks. One I would like to find something kind of maybe purple and gold, and one maybe green and blue, maybe with some orange on it. I need a new bag for Hush. I need something that goes with Hush, something fantastical, maybe with birds and plants, or skulls or something like that. Something, yeah, I need something for this one. And then Ashira is Ashira's like a softer Thoth. It's very, oh, look at this one. It's very gentle artwork, but it's absolutely Thoth. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? So nice. So I need something kind of psychedelic for it. All right. Then something for the Magic the Gathering. So I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 medium-sized clutches and 2 small clutches. And what I'm going to do is see how my birthday comes out. I will make an order, and when I get that, I'll show it to you. Okay? Thank you for coming.